Hello and welcome everybody, this is your host Learbach, and you're just in time for more DarkSiders. In the last episode, we started the last bit of the dungeon, I guess you could say, last few rooms of the dungeon, where we had to complete a set of challenges to get, or a set of rooms and puzzles to get to swords. And each sword is going to be at the end of each hallway, so yeah. We have this one to deal with now, so let's go ahead and start this one up. Oh, and we also got the crossblade, the boomerang of this game. And we got a closed door. Ooh, but we can open this to raise to lower and raise some platforms. And you may notice on the mini-map we have a set of 3 platforms, but we can't see all of them. So this is going to take some careful attention to detail and some careful puzzle solving. Because we gotta activate a set of switches that will raise and lower each platform differently. I might also note that I believe there's a treasure chest in here that you can get that kind of makes you have to screw up everything along the way, which can become a little bit confusing. I believe if you miss this one that we're at, you can... Oh, that sucks. You can grab a spot beneath it to climb up. Oh, and looks like we're going to be able to shut off. Or we can just go this way. And die anyway. I hate you bats so much. So yeah, it's fire keys, or keys as they're appropriately named, which I still think is a bad name because it sounds too much like key with an S, you know, keys. I don't know whether I'm talking about the bats or I'm talking about a set of keys. And would one keys be, is it like sheep, or sheep is plural, is both plural and singular? I mean, come on, these are the questions that need to be answered. And if it's not called keys, why is there 2 S's? And don't tell me one of them's silent, because that makes no sense for naming something. I'm sorry, that rant is... I'm done with that rant. And apparently I'm done with living too, so I just decided to, you know... ever since pretty much the entirety of 2014, I do not feel comfortable making suicide jokes like that. I still make them, but at the same time, it's like I kind of feel dirty for making them. Considering, you know, what happened with Robin Williams and earlier that year, Drew Wario. Which, for those of you who don't know who Drew Wario is, look up his stuff on Blip TV. Or you can probably find his stuff on YouTube still. He did a series called You Can Play This, where he looked at Japanese imports of games that were simple enough that you could grasp without having to know, you know, tons of Japanese. He was a really great series, really entertaining guy, and unfortunately he left before his time. But anyway, we gotta figure out how to do this. It's also kind of, I guess you could say it's also kind of a little topical that we're bringing up, considering this is, as of recording, this is February, and I believe this is about a year or a little over a year since his unfortunate departure. So yeah, still not an easy thing to get over, and it's still, well, I posted some, I took some chunks of some of the stuff that I wanted to wanted to get grabs for a while and figured, you know, share them for everyone else as well, you know. I kind of want to do more. I kind of want to do more of that for as like a tribute, but no. Oh, I guess we go this way. Obviously with those, I'm not making any profit off of them, because they weren't. I didn't make them. I'm just promoting them for the sake of memorizing a great guy. I'm tempted to do some of the same stuff with Robin Williams, but I'm fairly certain all that would probably get my account pulled for copyright because, you know, the companies I do own. If not, I'd post like the entirety of Hook and Aladdin, or actually at least all the bits with the genie. I know there's some more. I know there's some more. This is the first thing that's popping into my mind. And here we have a straight up battle. So yeah, they basically said, screw it with the challenge. Let's give them some mindless fighting for a little bit. Gotta level up those weapons somehow. I might go ahead and add leveling up weapons in DarkSiders 2 is a lot different. You don't so much level up weapons as you just kind of get new ones. And in my opinion, it's way better than the way they do this one, because that way you're not worrying about having to micromanage weapons. I love how that stone's on top of it. That's cool. Not having to worry about micromanaging weapon leveling up and making sure everything's at the same level. You can just, you know, switch it out whenever you need. You get here, oh yeah, Wrath Shard. Okay, so those are pretty important too if you want to get your Wrath up, which we do. You may not be seeing me use it now immediately, but it's much more important. So now that we got a beholder key, we do need to go back into this room, and we can just drop down here. Oh, actually, not drop down completely. Let's avoid that guy. We don't have to worry about him. We do have to worry about him if he's going to annoy us. Oh! That would have been cool if that actually finished the guy off, too, because it stabs right through him. I would have set that up. Like, it'd be a great little thing to see someone do that. You just stab the guy, and it's like it kills him as well as opening the door. But I can see why they didn't. I can see why they didn't do it. And in all honesty, had I not seen that, I probably wouldn't have thought to do it either. And chances are they probably didn't think to do that because they didn't see that kind of thing happen. And also probably they didn't have time. You know, you have to work on a strict schedule with these companies, and unfortunately, that seems to be to the detriment of the gaming community. And after all, we all saw how Assassin's Creed Unity turned out. And almost every AAA, I should think every AAA title of 2014 turned out. That anything that wasn't Nintendo. I mean, seriously, aside from a Nintendo product, can you think of any game from 2014 that was made by a AAA developer and sold as a AAA title that wasn't buggy or didn't have some crappy problem with it? And oh, here we have a fun enemy, and I use that term loosely. I do not remember enjoying this guy. He is basically a spawner. He's going to keep spawning new enemies out, and trying to wail on you with that big old jail cell of his. Best thing I can recommend, just kind of dodge around him. I need some health. Oh, that's some frame rate issue there for a second. It's like a split second as I was running away. So yeah, I think what he's trying to say is attack the glowy bits. Which I'm trying to remember if that's how there's. I'm trying to remember if there's a specific way to beat him. I'm sure the watch will. Oh wait! That's right. You gotta use the crossblade. You gotta use the chakra boomerang. And yes, I mentioned this last episode. I may have mentioned this earlier too. I don't remember exactly. This is the first time I'm actually doing back-to-back episodes. I will continue to be calling this thing a chakram or chakram. I go between the names. So I'm not exactly sure of the actual name. And I'll be continuing to call it a boomerang, and I'll be continuing to reference this game to Legend of Zelda, because that's basically this game, and that's not a bad thing. And I did mention this already in this episode, I just now remembered. That's when we were doing the puzzle, wasn't it? The rock puzzle? The last room? This tells you how bad my memory is, jeez. It's not so much of my bad memories. It's like everything just starts blending together after a while. Like certain things I remember specifically because like I guess like it's a unique experience. And okay. Okay, so if you wanted to grind, I believe this guy spawns these guys every time you say him to the cage down. So if you wanted to grind for that's what we have to do. Okay, they actually require this, and then you gotta attack the little guy inside, who's oddly enough the actual jailer. And you guys avoid his strikes as he attacks furiously. Yeah, you could definitely grind for souls if you wanted to by just wailing on the guys. What's be this? That guy's be okay. That was not worth it. Oh, that guy was. There we go. I want to say one thing real quick. I love the dashing animation for War. I love War's dash animation. It's amazing. It's awesome. Okay, so we have to hit all three of them at once. Okay. And please tell me I'm not gonna have to use a life essence. Is there another chest around here? Nope. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to use. There we go. Life essence restores a lot of health, just not all of it. When you get to higher health, it's not going to restore it all. Yeah, that's where greater life essence comes into play. And right there ooh, that guy seems all too happy to have himself killed. I mean, I'm assuming that's what the jail. Like, this guy is the jailer. Like, both of them are one and the same, but I don't know, maybe it's kind of like a Siamese twin sort of thing. Like, it's two different bodies just joined at a specific spot. Oh, we gotta go this way. I believe this will take us to the key. To the sword key. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode off here for now. I kind of wanted to finish this room up, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it. In the next episode, we'll be heading into the next room and hopefully getting the key, and with that key, we'll be hopefully getting the Tiamat. But until then, I'll see you guys later.